So the past couple of days have been pretty busy. Aside from traveling or delivering refugees from the border to different parts of northern Romania, I've been spending some time in a couple of different churches. Spoke to a youth group here in Romania, just kind of what we're all doing, and talking about LJ and the churches supporting me and who are supporting them. And they're very, very grateful for all of you. I've been working a lot here at the border. A lot of people coming across have health issues. We had a 6-year-old who was severely dehydrated and had a burn on his leg because he tried to hide from the sirens going off because of the bombs, and he hid behind a water heater. But thankfully he's doing okay now. He's at the hospital. He's fine. We had another gentleman who fell off from the 4th story of a building and can barely walk. Just a lot of high blood pressure, a lot of people with asthma, a lot of issues. I know this is kind of hard, but it's I think it's important that we recognize what's going on. I went into Ukraine yesterday and spent the night there in a safe place. It was close to the border. I did hear sirens going off in the distance, and they said that there were air raids going on in the north, but we came back. We're completely safe. So for those of you who are worrying, I'll stay on this side of the border. But we were there looking at a center that all of our stuff goes to, and seeing how it's distributed from that center to other places. And there was they have a thing set up online, and what it is organizations from Eastern Ukraine can request supplies from this center. And I was looking at the list of the different organizations with the list of supplies they're wanting, and some are highlighted in green, yellow, red, and purple. And green means it's been delivered, red means it hasn't been delivered yet, but the supplies have come in. Yellow means it's in transit, but purple means that they have the supplies, but there's no way to deliver it to them. And the girl working there, her name is Allah. And she said that that it was really difficult because she has a big bag of prescription medicines and essential things that men, women, and children need in Eastern Ukraine, and it's just sitting there, and she can't deliver it to them. And she has to look at that bag every day, knowing that it's vital things that they need, and they can't get it. We've had a lot of people from Mariupol coming over. The one gentleman I was just talking to was able to escape, but he's filled with guilt because he escaped, and he knows that so many of his friends and loved ones are still in there. I was talking to Allah, who works at the church across the border, and she was saying that she has 2 friends. One is named Luba, which means love in Ukrainian. And she said that she has 5 children, young children, and they're in Mariupol, and she has no idea if they're alive or not. And so right now we're just getting a lot of people coming over who are just completely broken, completely devastated, because there's nothing we can do for some of these Ukrainians. I mean, we just have to pray. There are a lot of buses, and I don't want to say where they're at, but they're trying to get into these very difficult areas, but they just can't right now. There's nothing we can do. So please keep praying. Kind of change the tone a little bit. Some really good news. Fight for Freedom, who I've talked to you about, they have big semi-trucks going across the border and are doing really good work. I see those myself. I took some photos. Also, we did get all the medical supplies. I say we, it wasn't me, it was Gary and his wife. His wife came over from England. She's a nurse, so she was able to get all the supplies needed, and those are just going over now. We just went to the store and loaded up with some food as well, and it just crossed the border, so we're very grateful for that. Vital Solutions over here are doing tremendous work meeting the medical needs of the refugees coming across, and it's just wonderful to see them working day and night. Trying to think of just the Ukrainian people are just so amazing. I was over there, and this family that I stayed with, they have limited food and limited gas and things like that, and they just they try to take care of us so much that, I mean, they fed me way too much. And they were singing 10,000 Reasons in their home. And I tried to upload a video of that earlier, but for some reason it's copyrighted, so it won't let me. So if you see me, and I'll show you the video, but they were just, they had so much joy and hope, and they know that God is working despite the circumstances, and it gives me a lot of courage. So thank you all for what you're doing. Thank you for your prayers. God is working here, but please keep praying, because it can be very difficult. So I'm going to work on my Ukrainian a little bit and say "Ya budu moliti za vas," which means I'll be praying for you, and "Haj Bog blahoslavit," which is God bless. Thank you.